Alright guys, we're going to show you how to take the primary clutch off of a new body style XP 1000. It comes off in two pieces. The outside half that most of you be taking off, you won't even need a puller. So if you're changing weight, spring, whatever, or working on the one-way bearing in the primary clutch, you absolutely do not need a clutch puller for anything but except for taking the back half of the clutch off. If you was going to totally remove it, put a new one, put one of our Newerr clutches that we sell on there, which it'll come with a puller. You know, so I'm gonna show you how to do that. But don't forget, Hunterworks sells what we consider the best belt on the planet, the XP 1000. It's a good bit thicker, slightly wider, grabs like a beast. So don't forget about that. All right, before you get started, make sure that you mark the outside half and the inside half of these primary clutches so that you can get them lined back up. And I just put a black mark out there in the back and one out here so you don't get it out of balance. Alright, due to speeding things up, I already took the primary bolt out. I use an impact as usual. This is a T60 Torx. It takes, if you get a Newerr clutch, it comes with it. Otherwise, you're going to have to get you one of these. Take the bolt head out and get that out. Now, here's the pretty cool part, and I'm old, so I'm going to be putting reading glasses on and off throughout this. It's a weekend. Yeah, I work on the weekends, help you guys out, and just do what we got to do. All right, so I got the bolt out. Now, you just rock this thing back and forth. You can hear it if I'd be quiet. Rock it. Rock, 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 rock. All right, be careful because there are some, I've heard it, there are some parts in here and that you do not want to drop. All right, also, there's some pieces in here that can get out of whack. So it's probably, unless you're going to, and I'll come back to that in a second, and unless you're going to take this apart, it behoove you just to keep your finger on that and keep that one piece. Okay, we're not literally going to take this thing apart today. That's for another day. But if you wanted to at this point, put it on the bench, 6 screws out. Be really a good idea to use one of our compressors to hold it in the down position. Take this pressure off. You don't have to have it, but it will just really work amazing. And you can take them off. There's X's in here, there's X in here to line it back up. Like I said, this ain't what the video today is about. So make sure that you get this, hold that one piece. All right, now this slid off of that. There is this cup. Goes right here. It's what if it didn't come off, that's what it'd be looking like. Maybe I can zoom in, get my hand out of the way, zoom in with the software. Take it off. Pay attention to what you're taking off. Your little spring. And then mine has a lockout ring on it. Highly recommend. Google that if you don't know what it is. Maybe we should start selling them. All right, then you take off your one-way bearing assembly and the plastic, whatever they call it. I don't even know what you call it. All right, and while you got it, give it a good inspection, do what you got to do to it, okay? All right, now suppose you want to take this completely off for work on one, whatever. That's when you use the Ranger tool. At present day, this is November 20, Hunterworks does not make our own Ranger tool. We make our own XP 1000 razor tool, not Ranger. Presently, we just buy one, good quality, high quality treat is what I'm trying to say, good puller. And you screw it into the clutch. I'm not actually going to pop mine off today because I'm getting ready for duck season. So you'll screw this in till it bottoms out on the crank. Alright, then simply, I use impact, a lot of people do not. I don't know what you can hold anything with. I personally think you get in trouble when you're trying to use wrenches and holding and busting aluminum and all that. Just, you know, I'm going to say what I'm not saying. Use a damn impact, but do not call me if you bust your stuff, well, with an impact. So anyway, screw it in, hit it, pop, and this thing will just pop right off the crankshaft, okay? Now, going back together, obviously, pull your puller back out. All right, so, all right, magic land, our primary's off, put it right back on. If you want a clean one, clean the belt surfaces of the clutch while it's off. You can use, I personally use Scotch-Brite and brake clean, and when you're done scrubbing, just wipe it down with brake clean so that you don't have any residue on it. Okay, put the little mechanism plastic piece back in here. One-way bearing. Get it in position to where it's flush with the back end. If you got a Gilliman lockout ring, now's the time to do that. All right, it goes right around that little lip. And then a spring. And then this spacer, okay? All right, going back on, as I said, just slide her back on. Comes a positive stop. Put your bolt back in. Because I use an impact, I couldn't even tell you the torque value. Alright, she's back on, put your belt back on, put your cover on, you're ready to rock. We got several videos putting belts on, covers on, secondaries on and off. If you need to take a look at those, we got some individual videos. If there's anything I can do for you, shoot me an email, Todd here at Hunterworks. Don't forget, some of these clutches, even from the factory, have alignment issues. Make sure you watch our video on how to align new body style Ranger 1000 by using shims in the secondary clutch. If I can help you, holler.